Hello, you guys. Welcome. My name is Katie, and I'm going to be guiding you through a 60-minute flow today. And we are going to be working a really nice detox flow. So, in this particular sequence for detoxification, we're going to be doing a lot of twisting and we'll be doing a lot of folding forward. So, movements with the spine and a touch of core. All that being said, always do what is best for you. Take breaks whenever you want, whenever you need, and have fun with it. So we'll go ahead and get started. If you are choosing to use the playlist provided, go ahead and click the very first song, click play now, and then let's hop onto our mats and we'll get going. So why don't we begin today on our back in any restorative shape? So come down onto your mat, onto the back, any shape that works for you. Once you find that shape, you can close your eyes and take just a moment to settle into your space, into just a little bit of stillness before we begin to move. And take a moment here and check in with yourselves. So let's use this time to notice. Notice how the physical body feels. And notice mentally how you feel, what's going on in the head space. And then begin to tune into the breath. And take just a moment. Now, as we work this detoxification flow, we'll be doing twists and we'll be working folds and we'll be doing some core work. And those movements put together are really good for physical detoxification. However, there's a lot more to detox than just the physical. And a lot of times, many of us carry more mental toxicity with us, which can be even more harmful. So I want you to just briefly think of one thing in your life that you want to work on letting go of. What do you want to release? What do you want to get rid of? And it could be a toxic thought that you can't shake. Or maybe it's a toxic feeling that you can't let go of. A toxic relationship or job. So maybe something more abstract. But what is not serving you? And we'll work on getting rid of that today. Think about it for a moment. And then take a full breath in from the nose. Fill up the chest, the sides of the body, the belly. And then exhale out from the mouth. And do that again. Take a full breath in from the nose. Fill up all the way down to the belly. And exhale out from the mouth. And then one more time. Full breath in. Fill up as much as you can. And then exhale, sigh it out. And when you are ready, start to blink the eyes open. We're going to hang tight on our backs. Hug the knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side a couple times. And then take your arms out like a T, palms down. And take your legs into reverse tabletop position. So 90 degrees in the legs, belly button draws down to your spine. On the exhale, start to come into a twist, guiding the legs over to the right, but not letting the knees or the feet touch the mat or the ground. So you're hovering the legs an inch or two off the ground. Keep the left shoulder down. And take a breath in, come back to center. And then exhale, knees, legs over to the left, but keep them at a hover. So you're twisting from your belly button. You're pressing your right shoulder into the mat. Again, inhale back to center. And then exhale, twist to the right. And I want you to start continuing these movements with your breath and challenge yourself to go slow. So this is a very quality over quantity movement. You might even hold each twist for another full round of breath. And then do one more to the right, one more to the left. And then bring the knees back into your chest and hug them in. And start to rock up and down several times along the length of your spine until you find some momentum to come up to seated and then into a tabletop position, so coming onto your hands and your knees and placing the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Breathe in to find cow pose. Drop the belly low, pull the chest forward, look up. And then exhale, press into your hands, round the spine, chin to chest. And inhale, chest forward, tilt the pelvis back. And exhale, tuck and round. And then start to move through cows and cats at your pace with your breath. And feel free to close the eyes. And as you're moving through cows and cats, you might start to take more organic shapes. So you could allow the body to take any intuitive type of movement, maybe rocking your hips or shaking your head, shifting forward and back. And this is also a nice way to check in with any areas of tension or tightness in the physical body. With your next breath in, come back to a neutral spine and tuck the toes underneath you. Push into your hands to protract the shoulders. So lift the space between shoulders upward. On the exhale, hover your knees. Lift your knees an inch or two off the mat and hold. So we're in this floating tabletop position. Now we're going to start to incorporate some movement. So option one, you're more than welcome just to hold here. This is tough enough. Option two are bear crawls. So you're going to take your right knee up towards your chest and then step the foot back to hovering tabletop. Pull the left knee up to the chest, hold it, and then step back. So you're going right leg, left leg. Similar to mountain climbers, but the knees are bent. We're coming from this floating tabletop position. Keep pushing into your hands. Keep drawing belly button upward. And let's do about 2 or 3 more on each side. Hopefully feeling a little heat in the body. And then when you're ready, both toes down, press your chest to your thighs, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. And in this first down dog, take some movement. Pedal the feet, rock side to side. Notice how the body feels upside down. And then find a little stillness in down dog. And let's turn on Ujjayi breath. Close the mouth a bit and breathe from the nose. And feel this breath in the back of your throat. And let it create more heat in the body. Okay, with your next breath in, glide forward to a plank position. Hold it. If you need to drop to your knees, that's fine. But just like hovering tabletop, lift the space between shoulder blades. Protract the shoulders. Anchor tailbone down towards your heels. Just hold. Try to hold in stillness. Maintain the breath from the nose. Almost there. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Take the gaze forward and then walk towards your hands. Once your feet are towards your hands, bend your knees a little bit. Press your chest against your thighs and then grab opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy. So for ragdoll today, pressing the chest and the belly up against the thighs is a nice move for detoxing. So we're kind of compressing all of our internal organs right now. So bend the knees as much as you want. And then dangle your arms down. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then inhale, roll up to standing. Hands by your sides. Sun A. Inhale, reach your arms up, let the gaze come up. On the exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lengthen the spine, tilt the hips back. Exhale, plant the hands, step your right foot back, step your left foot back. Come down to your knees this first round. Shift forward, gaze forward. Exhale, modified chaturanga, bend the elbows, lower about halfway down. Inhale, pull the front hip points forward and down to find cobra. Push into the tops of the feet. Exhale, tuck the toes, pass through tabletop, hips up, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. And again, turn on Ujjayi breath. Okay, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, press the chest towards the legs, head down. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Surya A, again. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, chest to thighs, fold inward. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Permission to drop to your knees or stay on your toes. Shift forward, exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, pull the chest forward, either revisiting cobra or up dog this time, knees lifted. And then exhale, tuck the toes or roll through them, downward facing dog. Take about 3 breaths. So again, the purpose of our sun salutations are to create warmth, to create heat in the body. So don't get too caught up on alignment. We're just doing this to warm up right now. Okay, take a breath in, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, chest forward, lengthen. Exhale, chest to thighs, fold in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 round Surya B. Inhale, arms up, press the hips down and back for chair pose. Then exhale, press the chest to the thighs, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Walk, step, or hop back. Go ahead and move through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Step your right foot in between your hands. Turn your left foot out to the left. 1 breath in, warrior 1. Pull the left hip forward. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale to find your back bend. Exhale, down dog, and left foot right away in between your hands. 1 breath in, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step back, take it through your vinyasa. This down dog, we stay for about 3 breaths. And again, I know we're going kind of fast right now. It's just a warm-up. Okay, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lengthen. And then exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, press the hips back, reach the arms back up to chair pose. And then stand up tall and take your hands to your heart. Take a breath in, reach the arms up. On the exhale, forward fold, but this time, open your feet a little wider, about hips distance. And I want you to bend your right knee generously. So give the right knee a really nice bend. Take the right hand and place it right underneath the head. Go right down. Reach your left arm up. And maybe take the gaze up. So coming into a twist. And if your left knee wants to bend a bit too, that's fine. Okay, look down. Drop the left hand, bend your left knee. Let's switch. Left knee bends a lot. Left hand down, right arm up. Take another full breath in. And then on the exhale, drop the hands down. Breathe in, pull the chest forward to lengthen. Hands down, walk, step, or hop back. Take it through your vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Okay, from downward facing dog, take a breath in, send your right leg up. On the exhale, pull the right knee towards your nose and let's round a lot. Tuck your chin or your forehead towards the knees. Try to find cat back. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send the leg up. Let's do 2 more of those. Exhale, knee to nose. Tuck and round, hold. Inhale, send the leg up. Last one. Exhale, knee to nose. This time shift forward. Set the right foot in between your hands. Drop the left knee down. Take a breath in. Reach the arms up. Anjaneyasana. Okay, so right leg is forward, arms up. And in Anjaneyasana today, feel free to press the hip points forward a bit. Maybe let the gaze come up. Take another full breath in. This time on the exhale, palms together to your hearts. Stay and breathe in. Then exhale, twist to the right. Take your left elbow to the outer right leg or right thigh. And then see if you can snuggle the left armpit down towards the right knee. And then maybe look back over the right shoulder. Let both of your hips press forward. And then notice the breath in a twist. It's pretty tough to take full breaths in a twist like this. Okay, let the gaze come forward. Lift the left elbow and unwind. Drop your hands down to frame the front foot. Keep the left knee down and pull the hips back for half splits. So right leg is straight. Or if you need to give it a bend, that's okay. And flex your right toes and take some movement today in half splits. You can rack the hips. You can flex the right foot forward and back. You could even do a couple rounds of cows and cats in half split today. With your next breath in, look forward. It's almost like a half lift. I want you to find a lot of length through the spine. Flex the right toes to your shin. Take the left hand underneath your left shoulder. You can come to fingertips if you want. Look to the right. And as you inhale, reach your right arm up. We are revolving our half splits today. Take one more breath in. Then on the exhale, drop the right hand down to frame the right leg. Shift forward, rebend the front right knee. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee. Walk your hands over to the left, wide-legged forward bend. Turn your toes inward just a little bit. And in this shape today, let's walk our hands towards the right foot. So walk the hands towards the right foot or right leg and start to press your chest towards your right thigh. Today, if your right knee wants to bend a little bit, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Walk the hands back to center and then over towards the left. And again, start to press your chest towards the left thigh. Feel free to bend the left knee a little bit as well. So when we think of a flow for detoxification, it's almost like acupuncture. The act of pressing the chest or belly towards the leg offers a little bit of compression for your internal organs. And we're also working certain meridians today as well. Okay, walk the hands back to center. Look forward, lengthen halfway. We're gonna start to walk our hands towards the back of the mat. So walk your hands towards the left foot and come into a low runner's lunge facing back of the house. Step your left foot back to plank. Move through a vinyasa if you want it, or skip it. Come to downward facing dog. And if you need to change directions on your mat, that is okay as well. Okay, downward facing dog, take a breath in, send your left leg up. On the exhale, pull the left knee towards your nose. Tuck your forehead down towards your knee, push the mat away from you with your hands. Then inhale, send the leg back up. Okay, 2 more. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Inhale, leg up. 1 more, exhale, knee to nose, round. Shift forward and set your left foot in between your hands. Let the right knee drop down. Inhale, reach your arms up for Anjaneyasana. And again for Anjaney today, start to press your hip points forward. And maybe let the gaze come up. Reconnect with the breath here. Take 1 more inhale. Then on the exhale, palms together to your heart. And breathe in. Then exhale, twist to the left. Take your right elbow towards the outer left side. And just like we did on the opposite side, can you slide? Can you nuzzle the right armpit down towards the left thigh or knee? Can you look over the left shoulder? And can you keep your thumbs glued to your chest, so right in the middle of the chest? Push through the left heel. Let the gaze come forward first, then unwind the rest of the spine. Drop the hands down, pull the hips back, half splits. So left leg is straight, right? You can flex the left foot, you can kind of rock side to side, take some movement in your half splits if you want. And then with your next breath in, look forward, try to find length through the spine. Keep your right hand down or right fingertips down under the right shoulder. Dorsiflex your left toes to your shin. Look to the left and then breathe in. Reach your left arm up. And maybe let your gaze track upward towards the left thumb. And take one more breath in. And then exhale, left hand down. Shift forward, rebend the front left knee. Tuck the back toes, lift the right knee, breathe in. On the exhale, walk your hands to the right. Come back to that wide-legged forward bend. And you could turn your toes inward a bit. But this time, keep both hands down in front of you. Lengthen the spine halfway. So look forward. We're going to twist. Take your right hand right underneath the face. Look to the left, and as you inhale, reach your left arm up. And some of you might even take your left hand and wrap it behind your back, depending on how the shoulders feel. Put weight into your toes and into the balls of the feet. And take one more full breath in. And then on the exhale, drop the left hand, place it right where the right hand was. Breathe in, reach your right arm up. And you can keep your right arm straight up, or you can wrap the hand behind your back. Up to you. Maintain breath from the belly. And then look down, drop the right hand down. Stay in that half lift, and then walk your hands towards your right foot. Come to a low runner's lunge, facing the front of the mat with the right leg forward. Step the right foot back to plank. Take your vinyasa, or skip it, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. 3 breaths in down dog. And guys, total permission to skip your vinyasas. If you're not feeling them, skip them, right? All right, from downward facing dog, take about 2 or 3 breaths. Press down through the heels. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Maybe even bend your knees a bit today in down dog. Then when you're ready, inhale sends the right leg up. As you exhale, draw the right knee towards your left elbow or left tricep. And I want us to hold for a moment. Let the gaze stay forward. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send the leg back up. On the exhale, take the knee back towards the nose and set your foot in between your hands. Warrior 1 on the breath in. Let your back left heel drop down. Turn your left toes out to the left. Pull the left hip forward. Reach your arms up. So we were briefly in Warrior 1 when we worked Surya B. We're going to hold for a little longer. Okay. Tailbone anchors down. Your belly button is drawing back to your spine and upward to your heart. And now, take your right hand, your right fingers, to your left forearm, right below the wrist joint. Reach your arms upward, and then side bend over to the right. So arms are reaching up and to the right. Keep anchoring tailbone down. Press through the right knee. Then breathe in, come back to center. Release the grip of the hands, and then take your hands and interlace them at your low back. And let's do left thumb on top. Squeeze the elbows in, squeeze the shoulders in. Breathe in, lift the gaze, lift the chest, arching warrior. And then as you exhale, start to look forward, look down, humble warrior. Let your head hang heavy. We're actually gonna do that 2 more times. So again, inhale, lift the chest, keep your hands interlaced, lift the gaze. And then exhale, hinge forward, head down, humble warrior. One more time. Inhale, lift back up. Chest up, head up. And then last time, exhale, fold to humble warrior. Let your head hang heavy, stay for a moment. Pull the left hip forward. Lift your knuckles upward. And for humble warrior today, it's okay to press the side of the body, the right side, into the right thigh. It's okay to rest your right shoulder on top of the right thigh today. So again, think compression. So press the belly and chest into the leg for today's humble warrior. And take one more full breath in. Keep the legs right where they are. Just release your hands down to frame the front foot. And then start to pull the hips back, straightening the right leg for pyramid pose. And feel free to adjust your stance. You can lengthen it, you can shorten it, widen it. Okay, pyramid pose. Right knee could bend a bit as well. Start to pull the left hip forward, and then press your belly button down towards the right thigh. Press through the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Take 3 breaths. And then let the gaze come forward, lengthen the spine. Okay. Your left hand stays down. Just like we did in half splits, we're going to revolve this. So left hand stays down, look to the right, reach your right arm up, revolve triangle. So this is very similar to the movement that we did in half splits. If you need your back left knee to drop down again to regress back to that shape, permission to drop the back left knee. Let the gaze come up if you can. And take one more full breath in. Now let's look down towards the right foot. Let's see if we can swing this into revolved half moon. So press through the right knee, slide your left hand forward about a foot in front of the right foot. Pop the left leg upward. Maybe look up. And guys, I know this is a tough pose. It is okay to fall out of balance. It is okay. Keep lifting up through the left heel and breathe in. Then look down, drop the right hand, press your chest towards the right leg, standing splits. Let your head hang heavy. And if the right knee wants to bend a bit, you can bend the right knee. You can even bend your top leg slightly. And take one more breath in. Then on the exhale, step your left foot next to your right foot, forward fold. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or hop back. Move through your vinyasa. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in down dog. And when you're ready, use your next inhale to send your left leg up. On the exhale, let's twist left knee to right elbow. Hold for a moment. Press through the hands. Hang here for 3. Soften through the face for 2. And then inhale, send the leg back up. On the exhale, take the knee to your nose. Set your left foot in between your hands. Turn your back right foot out slightly for warrior 1. Arms up. So left leg is forward in warrior 1. Right hip pulls forward. Tailbone anchors downward. Ribs also are corseting in towards the midline. Take a breath. And then this time, take your left fingers to your right forearm, so below the wrist joint. Lift your arms upward, and then side bend over to the left. So lifting up and to the left. Keep pushing left knee forward. Keep pulling tailbone down. And then take a breath in, come back to center, arms up. Hands interlace at your low back, right thumb on top. Elbows squeeze in, shoulders squeeze in. Inhale, chest up, look up, arching warrior. And then exhale, look forward and down to find humble warrior. We got 2 more. Inhale, lift up, chest up. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale to lift. Chest up, gaze up. Exhale, take it down to humble warrior. Hold. Let your head hang heavy. Pull the left hip back to center because it loves to jut out. Pull the right hip forward. Get both shoulders squared to the mat. So that right shoulder is just as low as your left. And feel free to press the entire side body and left shoulder in towards the left thigh today. Take another full breath in. Keep the legs right where they are. Just release your hands down. Pull the hips back to straighten the left leg. And you might shorten your stance. So sometimes it feels a little better to slide the right foot up slightly for pyramid pose. But hips are squared, so right hip is squaring forward or pulling forward. And your belly button and your chest is pressing towards the left leg today. It's okay if the left knee bends slightly. 2 more breaths. And then next inhale, look forward, lengthen through the spine. We're going to use those same actions that we worked in half splits, and we're going to apply it to this shape. So your right hand stays down. Look to the left. You pull the right hip forward, reach your left arm up, revolve triangle, and maybe gaze up. And if you do need to regress this shape back to revolved half splits, drop the right knee back down and take the same shape we worked on earlier. Take another breath in. Look down, let's balance. Push through the left knee to slide your right hand forward about a foot or so in front of the left foot. Draw the belly button upward. Reach the left arm up. And maybe look up. And maybe lose balance and be okay with that too. Take one more breath in. Then look down. Exhale, drop the left hand, standing splits. Press your chest towards your left leg and let your head hang heavy, just like it does in ragdoll, just like it did in humble warrior. Right foot can be flexed down or pointed. Just keep the leg active. And take one more breath in. On the exhale, step your right foot next to your left foot, forward fold. Okay, this time, bend your knees. Right, bend your knees, pull the hips back. Reach your arms up for chair pose. Okay, so we're back in chair. Feet can be together or hips distance, does not matter. And we're going to take your hands behind your head. So hands behind your head and they're interlaced. Draw your belly button in and up. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, round. Take your forehead down towards your knees, coming into a crunch. On the inhale, roll back up. Okay, we got about 9 more of these crunches. Exhale, forehead towards knees. Inhale, lift up. Okay, 8 more. Start to move with your breath as you're doing this. So use the inhale to lift, use the exhale to round, to tuck the tailbone. Drop the hips a little lower for the last 5. Pull the hips back, 4. For 3, just 2 more. And then give me just 1 more, it's our last one. And then once you're in this crunch, drop the hands down, straighten the legs, forward fold. Forward fold. Rock side to side a couple times if you want. With your next breath in, pull the chest forward, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk, step, or hop back. Take it through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. All right, we have 1 more standing flow, you guys. So let's cleanse with lion's breath before we really start to dive into this next flow. Take a full breath in from the nose and hold it. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out. Exhale from the mouth. Do that 1 more time. Full breath in. Exhale from the mouth. Close the mouth. Bring it back to Ujjayi breath. Lion's breath is good for releasing extra CO2 in the lungs, so it is a good detoxing breath. All right, next inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop, top of the mat. Revisiting chair pose. Bend the knees, drop your hips, reach your arms up. So back to chair pose. Okay, take a full breath in. This time, all in one exhale, palms together, twist to the left. Take your right elbow to your left thigh. Okay, we're gonna hold for a moment. I'm gonna give you 3 options to hold this shape today. Option 1, you hold right here for about 5-10 breaths. Option 2, work on arm extension. Drop the right arm, reach your left arm up. So work the chest and shoulders a little bit more. Your third option, if you want, side crow. Drop your hands down, so stay in your twist. Drop your hands down shoulder width. Look forward, bend your knees, externally rotate the shoulder bones and arm bones. Take the right tricep and connect it with the outer left thigh. Squeeze your knees and ankles in. Keep the gaze forward, pull the toes towards your glutes. And you don't have to take every single progression. You can find any version we're working on. They're all tough enough. They're all twists. And when you're ready, we all meet with hands back to our hearts. Stay in your chair twist. So right elbow, left thigh. Okay, now we balance even more. Stay on your left foot. Push through all 4 corners of that foot. Pull the right foot up towards your glutes, and then start to extend the right leg back. So now we're in this floating revolved half moon. Hold here. Lean back, step the right toes to the back of the mat. And it was a hard transition. Right toes back. Feel free to come out of the shape and get back into it. Left leg forward. Press the hip points forward. Snuggle the right armpit towards the left knee. Now you could stay here, or drop the right hand down, reach your left arm up, and look up. Hold for a moment. Keep lifting through the back right leg. Take one more breath in. Bring your hands back to your heart. Hover your right elbow. Unwind the rest of the spine, look forward. Inhale, reach your arms up, high lunge. Left leg forward, left quad on fire. Arms up. Okay, take a full breath in. Exhale, power lunge. Press your chest towards your left thigh. Reach your arms back behind you, palms down. Look forward and come to the very tiptoes of your right foot. And again, feel kind of the power of that left leg for a moment. Take a breath in, keep the gaze forward. On the exhale, push through the left leg. Lift the right leg up, warrior 3. So a lot of loading into that left leg. Hold here. Take a full breath in. Give a micro bend to your left leg, your standing leg. Start to pull the right knee up towards the chest. Take your hands to your hips. One leg Tadasana. Hold for a moment. Catch your breath. Find your focal point. Okay. For this straight today, let's take our hands right across the right shin and start to pull the right knee up towards your chest. So right knee pulls up. Hold here. And then the left knee can bend a bit if you want. So squeeze inward. Now for this next twist, you can keep your left hand right across the shin, or you can take your entire left arm, take your left elbow, wrap it around the right shin. Look to the right, reach your right arm back. Keep the knee pulling into your chest for this version today. So it's a little different than how we typically take this pose. Take one more full breath in. Look forward. Unwind back to center and step your right foot next to your left. Chair pose. Hold it. Breathe in. Exhale, chest to thighs, diver's pose. Hands by your side. So similar to power lunge, but we're doing this in chair pose. Drop the hips down. Press your chest into your legs. Permission to stay here. Or if you want more, can you balance on your tiptoes? Can you lift your heels? Hold. Take 3 breaths. Take one more breath in. Drop the heels, drop the hands, forward fold. Take a breath in, pull the chest forward, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, walk, step, or hop back. Move through your vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog, and then we'll hit this last side. So home stretch, guys. Stick with me for just a couple minutes, and then I'll get you down to the ground and do some seated stretching. Okay, 3 breaths in down dog. If you want one more round of lion's breath, feel free to take that. Let go of some heat. And then let's start to move. Take a breath in, look forward. On the exhale, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Again, bend your knees, press the hips down, reach the arms up, chair pose. Okay, so we're back in chair. Okay. Take one full breath in, all in an exhale, palms together to your heart. Twist to the right this time. So left elbow latches to the outer right thigh. Option one, stay right here. Try to keep your thumbs glued to your sternum or to the chest. Option two in this shape, just work arm extension. So reach the right arm up, left hand down. You can work that, keep the hips low. Option three, side crow if you want it. You don't have to take this progression. You can take your hands down about shoulder width. Let the gaze come forward. Connect to your right thigh bone, to your left tricep. Like chaturanga arms, lean forward, squeeze the ankles in, and lift the toes up. Find about 2 or 3 more breaths, and any of the versions you're choosing to take. And then let's all meet in this twist with hands together at heart. Find your focal point. Let's balance. Right foot stays down. Hover your left foot. Pull the left foot towards your glutes. And here's one of the hardest transitions we'll be doing this entire practice, extending the left leg back. Holding right here. Take a moment. Lean back. Tap the left toes to the back of the mat. And it's a tough transition, guys. So again, compassion with yourselves. Come back into the shape if you need. Right leg is forward. Hands to your heart. Okay, you could stay here. Or, like we did in that low lunge, slide your left armpit towards the right knee. Maybe even your left knee drops down. Left hand down, right arm up. Power up the back left leg. Keep lifting left hip upward. Hold and breathe. Take one more inhale. Get light in your left hand. Take your hands back to your heart. Hover your left elbow. Unwind the chest back to center. Reach your arms up. So right leg is forward, arms up, high lunge. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, power lunge. Chest down towards the right thigh, hands by your sides. Hold right here. Fire up the back left leg. Okay, so lots gonna go on in this right quad. Gotta push through the right leg to pop your left leg up, Virabhadrasana 3. Hold for a moment. Give a micro bend to your standing leg. So bend your right knee a bit. On the exhale, pull the left knee up towards the chest. Take your hands to your hips. One leg Tadasana. Hold right here. Catch your breath. Find your focal point. Then take your hands and wrap them around your left shin and pull the left knee up towards your chest. You can roll out your left ankle while you're at it. Take 2 breaths. Now to come into this standing twist, your right palm, your right hand can either stay at your shin, or if you have the space and availability, you can take your right elbow and actually latch it on towards the left leg. Then reach your left arm back. So 2 things are happening at once. We're twisting and we're kind of working all of our internal organs. So it's a tough shape to take. Look forward, unwind, step your left foot down, reach your arms back up, chair pose. Last chair pose we're doing, I promise. Drop the hips. Take a breath in, exhale, chest to thighs, diver's pose. Option 1 is just this, right? Option 2, we've practiced earlier, come to your tiptoes. Last option today, Bakasana. Palms down in front of you, keep your feet together, split your knees wide. Externally rotate shoulders and upper arm bones. Look forward, lean forward. Try to snuggle your knees up towards your armpits. As you're pushing your knees into your arms, you are also pushing your arms up into your legs. You can point one toe up towards the glutes. Maybe the opposite toe to the glutes. Pull the toes upward. Option to shoot back to chaturanga, or come out of the shape, drop the feet back down. Everybody, drop your hands, forward fold. Take a breath in, chest forward, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Move through your last vinyasa if you want it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Once you are in your downward dog, drop down to your knees. Take your knees either hips distance or together, feet together, pull the hips back, child's pose. Relax the forehead down. Take a moment in your child's pose. I'm going to slow down a bit. Take a full breath in from the nose. And exhale out from the mouth. Let the breath come back to more of a natural form of breathing. So if you want to get rid of ujjayi breath, that's fine. And take just a moment here. Remind yourselves what you worked so hard on letting go of. And can you continue to release that throughout your day? Now, the great thing about getting rid of toxic stuff that does not serve us is that it's creating space for something better to come into our lives. So now, I want you to think about what you are replacing that toxicity with. What is going to better serve you? What's that new thought or affirmation? What is that new feeling that you want? That new relationship, right? That new lifestyle or habit. Think about that, feel it for a moment, meditate on it for the next 10 breaths. And then whenever you are ready, let's start to roll up one vertebrae at a time so that we are seated on our heels. Let's do some seated stretches. Go ahead and shift over to one side, it doesn't matter what side, and extend your legs forward. And so legs are forward. Janu Shirshasana. Keep your left leg extended. Bend your right knee. Take the sole of the right foot to the inner left leg. For this version of Janu Shirshasana, we're going to fold right over top of the left thigh. So flex your left toes to your shin. Reach your arms up and take a breath in. On the exhale, just like we did in pyramid pose, press your belly button down towards the left leg. Feel free to relax the head a little bit. And find a little bit of softness and stillness, ease in the body. Letting the breath start to slow down naturally as we physically slow down for this portion of practice. Take full deep breaths, filling up the chest, allowing the breath to travel into the lower portion of the lungs or the belly. Feel it through the back of the body. And then with your next breath in, start to roll back up. Keep your left leg right where it is. Keep the right knee bent, just drop the right foot down. And the right foot could stay inside the left leg, or you could cross the right foot outside the left leg, kind of depending on how your outer right hip feels. I want you to take your hands towards that right leg, just like we did in that last standing balance. Lift your head up tall. Your left palm can stay on the right leg, or again, you can take your left elbow and you can actually latch it across the right leg or right knee. Use the left arm or left hand to pull the knee in towards the chest. Take the gaze over the right shoulder and then drop the right hand for a bit of support. So your right hand's just your fingertips. Keep the left leg active. Lift the head upward. And keep pulling the right knee towards your left shoulder. Take one more full breath in. And then unwind back to center, head first. The rest of the spine follows. Extend your right leg out to meet your left. Bend your left knee. Take the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. And flex your right toes. Tilt the pelvis back like we do in cow pose. Reach your arms upward, breathe in. And then exhale, press the chest towards the right thigh. Let your head hang heavy. So all of the movements, like this particular shape, like standing splits, pyramid pose, the chair crunches, those types of movements serve to loosen up all the junk in your internal organs. So we're shifting things around, we're loosening it up. And then when we counter those movements with a twist, we're doing what a sponge does. We're wringing everything out. So we loosen it, we wring it out. And then today, if you can, give yourself a little bit of a rest. Be easy on your body today and drink a lot of water to flush out all of those physical toxins. Take a breath in, roll back up. Keep the left knee bent, just drop the sole of the left foot down. The leg can stay inside, or the left foot can cross the right thigh. Try to sit up tall. You can take your hands towards your left shin for a moment. Flex your right toes, lift your head upward, get really long in the spine. Right palm can stay on the left leg, or you can take your right elbow, hug that entire left leg. Pull the leg into the chest, sit up tall, look to the left, and then take your left hand down. So as you're holding the twist, you want to maintain breath. You want to keep the right foot flexing to your shin. You want to keep pulling the left knee in towards the chest and lifting your head upward. Take one more full breath in. And then gaze forward first. Unwind the rest of the spine. Send your left leg out to meet your right leg. Reach both arms up. And then exhale, fold over top both of the legs. And then for this particular shape, if you want to find a little rounding and relaxation in it, you can do that. Bend the knees if you'd like. Let your chin tuck to your chest. Find a lot of softness and deactivate the muscles in this particular shape if you'd like. I want you to take about 10 more breaths here and be conscious, notice the breath. So starting to again slow down and cool down, preparing us for our final relaxation. Roll up one vertebrae at a time, and then come all the way down onto your backs. Once you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest. And let's end with happy baby pose, hands to outside edges of the feet. Spread the knees and feet wide. Feel free to take movement. Feel free to extend the legs. If there's another shape you like to practice that we didn't have time to work on today, you're more than welcome to take that here as well. Then hug the knees back into your chest. Take your arms and wrap them around your shins. Take your head up to your knees and squeeze in as tightly as you can. Take a full breath in from the nose. And then exhale, burst open, release to your final relaxation. Savasana, or any restorative shape on your back that will provide you the most comfort. And then give yourself permission for however long you want or need to stay in your Shavasana. It's always an honor guiding you through practice. Namaste.